Number one, easiest way to 6-star your champions. Level 60. So many, so frequently. Let's get it. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here. Super glad to be back at home with my normal setup. Actually, it's a new setup because I got a new keyboard and a new mouse. Thanks to you, those of you over on Twitch who helped me pick these out to upgrade my setup. And I'm very excited to go over this again with you guys today. Some of you may have seen this strategy that I'm going to share with you, but I'm going to include a ton of information here in this video. So hopefully there's something that you learn that you didn't know before this. So, starting out, I need to give away some gems. Last week, we hit 8,000 subscribers. I am so thankful. I'm so grateful for all of you being here. I appreciate each and every one of you who tunes in to my videos, who subscribe to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. But today, we need to give away some gems. 5 winners, 540 gems each. Here are the 5 winners. Raveny, or if you say it all at once, I'm not sure. Titus, my dude, Jesper, Abjit, and Morpheus, the legend, okay? And so all of these people have won 540 gems. You need to either post your number in the comments section of this video or the last video, somewhere where I can see it. I need your player ID number. That can be found here in-game. When you click on your little profile under info, here is your ID. This is unique to your account. That's the number that I need in order to get Polarium to put the gems on your account. You can also message this to me privately in Discord if you have a reason for not sharing it on YouTube. You know, it's whatever. I don't think anybody can like do anything with it, but I get it. So I need to either get it on Discord or I need to get it on YouTube, one of those two things, and then that way we can get you your gems. Message me and I will hook it up. Okay, so next thing, last week we had a bunch of videos on Kyoku, and I am happy to tell you that I was able to win my Kyoku, okay? I pushed up to 100,000 points on the last day, and my second place guy stopped at around 50 once he saw how high I was willing to push up in points. I ended on the global leaderboard like 30th place or something. Probably way too much resources just for this Kyoku, but I will take it. Now today we are talking about the easiest way to level up your champions, and the number one way which I have been able to level up so many champions so quickly on my account. So let's get into that. Okay, so with that being said, the number one way to level up your champions quickly and consistently is the Guardian Ring, okay? In the sparring pit here, this is the best way to level up your champions, okay? This is the number one way, right? I know that, you know, for the majority of us, we spend our time over here in 12-3 Brutal, and that is great. That is wonderful, okay? You still want to do that, okay? But then when you are leveling up your champions, what you want to do is you want to get some number of 4-star champions, usually 5 4-star champions, and then put them in the 17 to 20 range. You could even go up as high as 25. It doesn't really matter where you start. And then put all of those champions in the sparring pit together. Okay? Now, if you use this method, then what you would need to do is then you would need to go and level up the 3-star champions to become 4 stars, okay? So you would need 4 times 5, you would need 20 4-star champions, right? 20? Yeah, 4 for each of those. Let me make sure I'm not just being a doofus. You need 20 4-star champions, and then these 5 level 40 champions in 2 more days will turn into one batch of 5-star chickens. So we can see that actually right here, okay? This is exactly what I did over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I'm going to go from the thumbnail, when I'm going to go level up my Raglan, before I level these up, I'm going to run them through campaign a few times, probably 5 times, get points for champion training, bang in points for champion training before I use these. Okay, now disregard my chickens, okay? I know some of you in the comments are gonna say, but Jedi, you have a billion chickens up there. And that's not the point of this video, okay? I get free chickens to level up champions so that I can level up stupid, weird, interesting, new champions all the time, regardless of whether I need them or not, and test them out for you guys. That is not the point of this video. The point of this video is how do you get these champions to use as chickens quickly and efficiently. Okay, so when you do this strategy and you come in here and you fill your sparring pit, okay, with all of these 5 champions at the same level, depending on where you start, it takes around 7 to 10 days to level these up. And what I found when, at the beginning of this account where I didn't have all these chickens and I needed to level up a ton of champions, what I found was that I was able to, on my own, just from farming, I was able to farm this group to do 1 6-star every 7 to 10 days. Every 7 to 10 days, very easily, because the majority of the effort comes from getting these champions to level 40, okay? Getting 3 stars to level 30, that is easy. It's a couple hundred energy and 20 runs, or depending on what buffs you have active, 20 or 25 runs in 12-3, get them to level 30 very easily. You can do that just with daily quests almost, or getting some free rewards in champion training. Now, typically you do want to do this, the other parts of the leveling during the champion training tournaments. Like, you don't want to go make these 5-star chickens when, you don't want to just do that whenever they're active unless you really have a need. You want to wait till you have that event going on, and then you can come in here and level these up. Now, I always level up my 4-star champions to level 17 before I sacrifice them, because for very little energy, it's a bunch of points in champion training. I only do that for 4 and 5 stars. I do not do that for 3, 2, or 1 stars. I find it very wasteful to do it on 1, 2, and 3 stars. But putting 24 energy in here for 3 runs, I think, on these 4-star champions, it is very minimal energy for very high payoff, and then I can come in here and get another 5-star chicken, okay? Now, obviously, the majority of what I've done here, these are all from that champion training tournament, okay, where I went all in, but you can see that I'm gonna have another batch of these 5-star chickens in 2 to 3 more days. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's 2 days, but it might be 3 days when these hit level 40, and I will continue to do this strategy, okay? Yes, it does take gems to unlock these slots. However, it's a good idea, as you can see here. It's the #1 way to consistently get new 6-star champions, okay? Now, do I recommend upgrading these? I do not. No. What I found was the 7 to 10 days is a very good rate. It's a very good speed, and if you go faster than that, then that means you need to farm a lot. Otherwise, you'll just have a bunch of level 40 champions and not enough 4 stars to upgrade them. So unless you are farming a lot, leveling up champions a lot, I recommend staying here at level 1, slot level 1. Okay, that's my recommendation, right? In addition to that, I forgot what I was going to say after that, in addition to that. Oh, in addition to that, style points if you use 5 of the same champions, or you have some type of theme. But no shade if that's not your thing. This is what I almost always do, have 5 of the same champions, or whatever, you know, a cool theme, okay? Now, I do want to mention Faction Guardians as well. I do think that it's a great idea to fill your Faction Guardians and come in here from time to time and check to make sure that you didn't forget anybody. Okay, that's what I'm going to do right now. Make sure I didn't forget anybody. And then you can click and you can see all my duplicates. But, you know, I think that this is another amazing part of this Guardian Ring, is the duplicate system. So I want to make sure that I have all of mine filled out, and as a reminder, you get all of yours filled out as well. So if I get another Coronar, please no. Or I get another War Chief, please no. I already have 3 War Chiefs. I will have my Skinwalkers filled out. That makes me very happy. Orcs, I have none. I think I have 1 legendary in Orcs. You can see a lot of these I have none. Skinwalkers, lucky enough that that's my favorite faction, and I have dupes there. But from time to time, you should also come in here and double check this to make sure that you didn't forget. Usually right away when I get a duplicate champion, that's when I come over here and look to fill this out. Now, I also have done a separate video just on your Faction Guardians. So there's our Kyoku. That's good. That's the one that I thought I needed to fill in there. Hitting this third one is so huge. The 30 accuracy, 30 resistance. So huge. So make sure that when you're doing this, like I said in the other video, I like to have whatever my level 60 champion is and then a duplicate of them, okay? I don't know why you're backwards, but let's fix that. That's just a little OCD thing. Okay, and then we just have the 2 Taragis. Like that. Okay, so the next thing I want to mention is empowering champions. I think for 9 out of 10 people, 90% of players are not going to empower champions, okay? Whatever duplicates you have should go in your Faction Guardians first. The only reason you would empower a champion is if, like, they're your favorite or best champion and you have duplicates. Then sometimes it can be a good idea to empower them. But typically I don't recommend that unless you have 10 out of 10 on all your legendaries, okay? As far as unbinding champions, I really just don't recommend it for the majority of players either. I only have 3 champions that I have 3 of. I think that that's right. And I think that you see them all highlighted here. I guess I could just scroll down and make sure that that statement is correct. I will have a 3rd Yakarl whenever I finish getting his fragments. I decided to get his fragments anyway. I don't... It's so hard for me to recommend the token trader. Like, even though Manaya is the cheapest one and she's the one I want the most, sacrificing 5 legendary champions, or for me, since I have the bonus, 4 more legendary champions, that just seems like such a big price. Hopefully at some point they will give us these in a special tournament or event. I honestly think they should just give us 500 for free every year, like on Christmas or one of their random anniversaries, something like that. It's an underutilized resource. And then, you know, maybe at some time they will switch these champions, but Polarium, give us notice in advance. Also, it would not hurt for you to lower these prices a bit. You know, I think 1,500 would be good for all of these, and then 2,000 for the Void Legendary. But at some point, when you have your Faction Guardians filled out, that would be the point where you would say, okay, since I have all my Faction Guardians filled out, then I can start sacrificing champions for the token trader. Okay, a good example of this would be Skinwalkers for me. Once I get another set of duplicates here, then I could sacrifice the Coronar or the Warlord, right? And then that would be no big deal, okay? Or technically I could empower them, right? Like, I got this shady second Leo off-camera pull. Some of you have seen that in my inventory before. I kind of felt bad about it. I spent way too much money that weekend. And I pulled it off camera, so I just never did anything with it. But I've always thought about empowering my Leo, because although would it be cool to have a second Leo maxed out? Yes. I feel like I'm cheating on him if I have 2 Leos. But at some point we may max out a second one because he is my favorite champion. If you have an opinion on that, let me know in the comments below. As for now, I'm looking to fill out my faction guardians. So I don't mind pulling duplicates. It still doesn't feel great, but at least you have a reward for doing so. Okay, so to summarize, fill out your faction guardians first and start doing this sparring pit strategy. Especially if you do not have your Lydia yet, you should 100% save up the gems, unlock the slots. They'll be unlocked forever. It is a great investment. Like, you saw how many chickens I have, right? You saw how many chickens I have, and yet you still see my guardian ring filled. And that's not just for this video, it's always filled. Because I always want this process working. Once you spend those gems, it is thousands and thousands of free energy that you don't have to spend to max out these champions and 6-star the ones that you care about, okay? Don't put champions in here who you care about, because then you're not going to want to use them as chickens, okay? You're not going to want to use them as chickens. Last and finally, before we wrap up the video, I highly recommend once you actually rank up a champion, when you come in here and you rank up a champion, when they're 6-star, then do the rest of their leveling over here in Minotaur. Okay, over in Minotaur, you want a 1 or 2 person team. Okay, I just run 2 people. I run Herndig and Ninja, and that has been very successful for me to have a fast time and the most experience that I can manage. So then on this 3rd champion who you're leveling up, they'll level up in the 50s, depending on where you start them at. And then after that, you can finish leveling them up in campaign like you normally would. Okay, so what do you think of this video? This is a strategy that I developed on my own. It is one of the things I'm the most proud about and the most happy to share with you guys. So if you appreciated that, hit the like and subscribe button. The join button is always there, available for you as well if you want to support the channel with a little bit of money every month. You can join the channel for as little as $1 a month, and then you get some sweet lightsabers next to your name. You get my deep gratitude and appreciation, as well as some custom emotes that you can use in the YouTube comments section. Thank you so much for watching. I'm MtgJedi. If you appreciated this, I'm grateful as a giving back to you guys. Thank you so much. All of the winners of that giveaway, please message me so I can get you your gems. And I will be giving away more gems and some other cool things on Twitch very soon as well. So come join me live on stream, and I will see you guys in the next video.